Some Nigerians have been going about their normal businesses through flooded streets as displaced people now dry their clothes on grassy banks. This comes as heavy rains ravaged the southeastern state of Anambra in Nigeria's worst floods in a decade. 76 people died when a boat capsized about a week ago during flooding of the River Niger. About 500 people have died and 1.4 million others have been displaced from their homes since the start of the rainy season. We have more on that in this report.
Floods caused by abundant rains and poor infrastructure have affected vast swathes of Africa's most populous country, sparking fears they could worsen food insecurity and inflation. Nigeria's Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs says over 1.4 million persons were displaced, about 500 persons have been reported dead, and 1,546 persons were injured. Residents of the area say floods have affected them in several ways.
I, as a keke driver, quite right, it affected us, and it affected us very, very well. Affected me most especially, because people are no longer living in this area. People have migrated to another places, so we don't longer see passengers to carry. It's only these canoe people that they are the one doing the shuttle services. So we don't have anything like a car or bus or even other vehicles that we normally use for transportations. I do it together with our yard people. We paid for over 5 trips of sand that we dropped along the street in front of our yard, to know if it can be able to stop this flood from entering our house, but all to no avail. The whole effort proves abortive. It couldn't work because the flood is too much.
Nigeria's National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, spokesman Manzo Ezekiel disclosed that while the rainy season usually begins around June, most death and displacement started around August and September. In southern Anambra State, 76 people died when a boat capsized last Friday during flooding of the Niger River. Sub-Saharan Africa is disproportionately affected by climate change, and many of its economies are already struggling from ripple effect of the Russian-Ukraine war. Rice producers have warned that devastating floods could impact prices in the country of some 200 million people, where rice imports are banned to stimulate local production.
Plant cassava, plant yam, all of them, this water sip up, we don't spoil and finish.
The World Food Programme and the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization said last month that Nigeria was among 6 countries facing a high risk of catastrophic levels of hunger. With the impacts of the floods in many parts of Nigeria, citizens are calling on the government to do more in terms of flood prevention to stop the loss of lives and livelihoods. Israel Ife Robo, News Central Television.